Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers offense will get the first crack at it here. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll give it to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Going with the ground game left. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Michigan's offense will take the field for the first time. I know what a weapon he is on the outside, but stretching the field against this dude in the secondary will be a challenge.
And just some safeties have it, the awareness, the ability to see the ball, to break on the football, and he's one of those guys.
This QB better be looking this safety off. You can't just trust your receiver's going to out-athlete him every time you throw him the ball, because this safety is a different breed.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He makes the grab. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. Touchdown, Wolverines! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Looking for blockers. And the returner goes down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Gives it to the back on the draw. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. A 1st down for the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a 1st down. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up 14 over Oklahoma. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows that. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Wide out in motion. They'll use the jet sweep to try to convert here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Running back searching for a hole. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. 1st and 10. Touch pass on the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. And on 2nd down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Wicks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He'll run it again. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Grabbed in the middle, it's Avery.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
After the 1st down completion, it's 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On third down, he drops to throw. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold it. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense set on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Tight end getting vertical. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain. Got to get that first down. Nice job. Great nose for the first down.
And the Boilermakers moving quickly to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. He's right on target. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. He's going to pass. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Second and short now after that completion. They're working that left side. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the bat. Able to get one down to the 15. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Illinois came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Champaign had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but it certainly could have been worse. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Snagged in the middle. It's Avery. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Going up top on first down. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Michigan! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on first down. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Wants to throw on third. He's got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here for the offense. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
The Boilermakers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Fights off a defender. He's loose down the left side. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the stomping has commenced.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling help lead to that long touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll throw it on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. And off from the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Get the touchdown, get the 1st down, or just get down. And the quarterback does. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. Into the end zone. And he intercepts it.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they didn't give him much on the return, but they are in prime scoring position at the 22.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami.
Looking to move it through the air.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Boilermakers send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He'll keep it himself. Past the first down marker and still running. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running back, too, because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Looking to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. The official says no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Plummer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He's looking to throw it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On the ground, it's Witherspoon. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Feeling some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
The Boilermakers will punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Throws to the tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. It's a reverse. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. The give to the tailback. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He finds his man. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The offense set for a first down play. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Wants to throw on second down. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. They're trying to get to it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have, and man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence, and David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.